Good morning, children. Today we are going to continue with the chapter Safety and First Aid. That is the second part of the chapter. In the previous part, we have discussed safety at home. Here we will be discussing few more topics from the chapter. This is safety in playground. Be it in your society, in some garden, or in school, you have to be very careful while playing. Here are the few things. You have to be very careful with yourself as well as for others also, as because of you the other children should not get hurt. Sit down on the swings, and when the swing slows down, then only get off from the swing. Use both the hands for climbing, that is for playing, not to show your heroic abilities. Then if the surface is wet, you should not play there, you may slip off. On the slides, there are steps to go onto the slide. You should not climb the slide from the front portion. And if some equipment is broken, you should not be using it. It may get you hurt. You should not be pushing or pulling anyone while playing. That again may get you into a fight with some child, or it may harm any one of you or both. Then here's a picture that is shown. Playground equipment you should be using that is appropriate to your age. If some toddler playground is there, the big children should not go there to play. That way they will harm themselves, because that is not for your height and weight. You may get hurt if you are not playing with the equipment that is for your age. Then while playing on the equipments that is there in the garden, you should see that guardrail should be there, so that it may prevent you from falling. You should not climb on the trees. That is also very dangerous. While playing on the equipment, you should see that loose rope should not be there, because while playing with the rope, it may get strangulated in your neck and you may be choked. And if the area where you are playing is wet, you should be very careful and you should walk slowly. You should not run, because if you slip, you may get hurt. Now, safety in school. When half of the day you are spending in school, you have to be very careful in school also. You have to be careful wherever you are, be it in your house, be it in the playground, be it on road, in kitchen, in school, everywhere, because accidents are not area specific. That can happen anywhere, any time. You have to be careful when you are at school playground. You have to walk properly on the staircase while going up or down. You should not run on the staircase. You should not push or pull the other fellow students who are walking with you on the staircase. While walking in the corridors also, you have to be on your side. While walking on the staircase, you have to hold the handrail. And in class also, you have to keep the passage clear. You should not keep your bag or other things in the passage, because when the other person, other students or teacher fall, they may fall because of the things that is coming on the way. And you have to sit straight and properly on your benches. You should not put your legs also in the passage, because again it may lead to other students and teachers to fall. See here, through the picture it is shown that you should not be running in the corridors or on stairs. You should not be jumping on the desks and chairs, because you may fall from them and you may get hurt. While on the steps, you should not push or pull others fellow students, and never throw things on each other. Now safety on road, that you all must be knowing that while driving you have to follow safety rules and safety signs that are to be mentioned on the road while driving. These are known as road safety rules. Not only for driving, even when you are walking on the road, you have to follow those rules and regulations, and you have to follow the road signs also. See here, it is written 10 golden rules for road safety. First one is, when pedestrian is there, pedestrian is zebra crossing. When you see zebra crossing, you have to slow down your speed, because zebra crossing is for the walking person. For crossing the road, you have to wear the seat belt, and seat belt is not only for the driver, that is for all the passengers sitting on in the vehicle. Then you have to obey the traffic lights, that you all must be knowing. You must have studied in the earlier classes. Red means stop, yellow means look, green means go. You have to obey the speed limits. For every road there is a speed limit mentioned. In highways the speed limit is more, whereas in case of cities or crowded place the speed limit is very less, that is 20 to 30 kilometer per hour. You have to get your vehicle serviced regularly on time, so that any fault is not there in the vehicle. You don't have to use mobile phones or any other gadgets or devices while driving. For two-wheelers, it is mandatory for both the person to wear the helmet. Not only the person who is driving, but the person who is sitting behind should also wear the helmet. While driving, you don't have to take care only for yourself, but you have to take care for the other persons also, those who are walking on the road. And never drink and drive, or if you are not well, that time also you should not drive, or if you are feeling sleepy, that time also you should not drive, because you will not be able to drive with full concentration. Now, first aid. We have studied so many situations till now which can cause damage or injury to you. So in that case, what can be done? Here comes the first aid. Yes, first aid is the immediate help that can be given to a person who has injured himself or suffering from something. So first aid is the immediate help given to a person in case of injury before going to the doctor. But this does not mean that if you have provided the first aid, you should not consult the doctor. For minor cuts and all, it is okay. You put bandage or something. But for big injury, you should always consult the doctor. First aid box should be always kept at home and also in school. The things a first aid box should contain are shown here. For example, antiseptic, lotion, sterilized gauze, cotton pads, a pair of scissors, band-aids, crepe bandage, antiseptic, cream, thermometer, scissor. So many things are there that should be kept handy in house and in school to be ready for providing the first aid to an injured person. Now here, first aid for minor cuts or wounds. If while using knife or some sharp thing a minor cut has happened, then what first aid you can give is, first of all, you have to wash the wound properly with water and then apply pressure with sterilized gauze or a bandage, or if that is also not available, you can use any cotton cloth so that the blood flow should stop. And then you have to raise the injured part so that the bleeding stops, and then you can put a band-aid on the wound, or you can tie up the bandage after applying the antiseptic cream or lotion. Here are the steps shown what you should be doing in case of a cut or a wound. Apply light pressure with clean cotton cloth. Raise the portion above your heart so that the bleeding should stop. Clean the wound with water properly. Apply antiseptic or antibiotic cream or lotion. Then cover the wound with a sterilized bandage. If the wound is deep, or you can see some sign of infection, or if the wound is with some iron thing, then you should immediately consult the doctor and get a tetanus injection. And in case of bites also, be it human bite or animal bite, you should consult the doctor and get the tetanus injection so that infection is not spread in your. Here, the first aid for minor burns is given. Suppose while working in kitchen, a small finger or a thumb portion get burned, then what you have to do, you have to wash the wound thoroughly below the running water, and you have to apply, you have to wash the wound under the running water till the pain subsides or the pain comes down, And if you see some blisters even after washing the wound, you should not try to break the blisters. This may cause infection into the wound. Now, do's and don'ts for minor burns. The area where burn has happened, if some cloth is stick there or some accessories like rings, watches or anything is there around it, you have to remove everything. Continuously wash the water under running wound under running water till the pain subsides, and never try to use some home remedies like toothpaste, oil, soy sauce or whatever so it is. You should not put on the wound, and never try to break the blisters. This will cause more pain and also can be a cause for infection into the first aid for insect bite is when you are some insect, uncommon insect that can bite you is a mosquito in your house. Then if mosquito bite, if a mosquito bites you, what you can see, a red enlarged portion on the skin with lots and lots of itching onto it. To avoid that, what you can do, you can put a paste of baking soda that must be available easily in your kitchen, or and any cold cream, and you can apply onto that area, or you can put ice cube onto that area so that itching subsides and the pain will also be less. Or if you have calamine lotion in your house, you can apply that also as well so that itching subsides. Now here are some home remedies that is given to treat normal insect bite. This is apple cider vinegar you can rub onto the bite. Then you can use cool tea bags. Turmeric you can use, that is easily available in your kitchen. Aloe vera gel, now many households are having aloe vera gel for many purposes, that also you can rub onto the insect bite. You can use crushed tulsi leaves or antihistamine or calamine lotion to prevent itching. Now suddenly if a person faints, what first aid can you give? First and foremost thing that you can do is make the person lie down on the floor with straight body. Take some stool or chair and on that raise the legs and keep it onto it so that the blood flow is towards the heart, and then try to check for the pulses and heartbeat for the patient. And if the patient is not giving any signs of heartbeat or the pulses is going down, immediately you should call the ambulance or seek some medical help. Now nose bleeding. In case of nose bleeding, that is not very common thing, a very rare thing to happen, but if that happens, what you can do is pinch the nose and ask the person to breathe through mouth, and this will help to stop the bleeding, and let it be in this position for 7 to 8 minutes, and ask the person to lean forward so that the blood will not go into the air passage or the mouth passage. Then put a wet towel onto the face of the patient and let the person take breathing from the mouth. And if do it twice or thrice, if again and again, if this you are repeating this thing and then also the bleeding is not stopped, then immediately you should rush to the doctor. See, we have studied so many things that you should be taking care while to avoid accidents. Here are few more things that children should be very particular so that they are safe. While in school, in your society or on the road, children should not talk to strangers. You should not open the door for an unknown person, whether you are there alone in the house or with some family members. It is not at all safe to open the door for unknown person. Electrical appliances are not to be used for small children. They should use only age specific appliances. You Kitchen is a cooking area, not a playground. Children should not play in kitchen because if they are playing in the kitchen, mamas or the person who is cooking in the kitchen will get disturbed and accident may happen. Never operate electrical appliances or switches with wet hand. Sharp objects like knives and other things are not to be used by children, and if in case you want to use it, you should use in the proper guidance of an adult. Never play with fire, candles, crackers or even gas stove. If you want to use it, if you want to do some cooking or help mama, let her stand with you and then only use those things in her guidance. Railings and wall of the terrace or balcony is not to sit, that is to safeguard you from falling. You should not sit on the balcony railings or terrace railings. Here we end the chapter, children. Thank you so much.